Figures in women's sports is trying to bring women's soccer to the Queen City. Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark is reportedly joining FC Cincinnati's bid
for anything you saw on the basketball court. With a billionaire partner and a plan to rule a brand new sport, Caitlin Clark recently made the most unexpected covert move of the year. The WNBA rookie sensation just became a co-owner in an effort to purchase a professional soccer team. But this is more than just a celebrity endorsement. This is a well-planned power maneuver and strategic alliance with one of the most significant businesswomen in the world. This is the little-known story of how Caitlin Clark went from being an athlete to becoming a businesswoman. Moreover, nobody recognizes the audacity of her approach. Think about the seismic event that rocked the sports sector. A rookie who recently received their college degree is still getting used to the intense spotlight of the WNBA. In addition to being the best at one sport, aggressively dominating another. The news arrived like a shower of meteors. Caitlin Clark's considerable weight and unmatched star power were supporting a bid for a new NWSL team in Cincinnati. For someone who was so focused on basketball, many others felt it was sudden and almost out of character. Was the stunning move that took the WNBA by surprise merely a gaudy public relations stunt? A well-known company lending celebrity status to a local endeavor. Many people dismiss the move as a simple feel-good story, utterly ignoring its terrible accuracy. This wasn't your typical celebrity endorsement, people. It turns out that this athlete, who is just as impressive off the court as she is in the boardroom, executed a premeditated power play, a chess move, with deadly accuracy. The idea that Clark is here to own the game, not just play it, was conveyed subtly but effectively. This shocking revelation basically suggested that the Clark effect was set to extend way beyond the court into uncharted territories where legends are made through both athletic brilliance and empire building. What do you possess? No pressure is present. But in this audacious venture, Clark is not acting alone, nor is she relying just on her own increasing wealth. Millionaire Mee Whitman, a hidden titan, is the source of the Cincinnati bid's underlying financial might and strategic genius. A truth that was largely disregarded by the mainstream media. Indeed, I.M. Whitman, the former CEO of global companies like eBay and Hewlett-Packard, a woman whose name rings in boardrooms throughout the globe as evidence of her unparalleled business acumen and ruthless efficiency. In this endeavor, Whitman and her spouse have put a substantial sum of money and decades of experience in corporate planning to work.
Cincinnati issued a statement confirming that Clark is a part of the plan. Leaders say her passion for soccer and commitment to elevating women.
This is more than just a rich investor. This titan of Silicon Valley, a corporate architect who founded progressive businesses from the ground up, is now pursuing a career in sports. The audacity of this coalition is amazing. The bid from Cincinnati is, thanks to Whitman's billions, Clark's unmatched generation-defining star power, and her deep comprehension of market dynamics, player and fan reactions on social media have changed from an optimistic fantasy into an almost unstoppable force. This small detail completely changes the plot. Not just a rookie player and a nearby football team are searching for a team. It is a cultural phenomenon to unite with a titan of industry in a well-planned attack on the NWSL expansion. The real surprise here is that Clark's investment demonstrates a vision that extends beyond athletic accessories and is a masterclass in strategic relationships.
He provided a statement, there it is, saying in part, quote, "The NWSL Cincinnati bid team is thrilled that Caitlin Clark has joined our ownership."
For many casual fans, owning a football felt like a sudden idea. Why participate in football? She is the basketball prodigy, the court general, and the pure shooter, right? This investment may seem like a celebrity trying out a new hobby or a random diversification to the uninitiated. Those who are aware of Clark's longer history, however, understand that this is not a snap decision. When her past is examined, an interesting but usually disregarded time period emerges. Even before Caitlin Clark was setting records on the court, she had a solid football game. Throughout her early years, she was a true multisport athlete, playing football with the same natural quickness and intense competition that would later define her basketball career.
Basketball league unrivaled. The 3-on-3 game start in January with 6 teams playing 14 games. Clark was offered a reported $1 million to take part, but sources say it is a thanks but no.
Her young football coaches commend her aggressive demeanor, amazing field vision, and unwavering determination to win. She excels on the court because of these qualities, which are very comparable. She wasn't just participating casually. She was well known for her powerful shots, incredible footwork, and ability to understand the game, and was highly involved. Then, this investment is much more than a simple financial transaction. She is returning in a big way to a sport that she genuinely loves. A childhood fascination was reignited by her platform strength. It emphasizes the idea that she is buying more than just a team and lends her business decision an undeniable sense of authenticity. By reinvesting in a part of her own athletic identity, she is demonstrating that her talent and competitive spirit have always gone beyond the boundaries of a specific discipline. This goes beyond a simple business deal. Being a personal vocation, her commitment to women's football is profoundly rooted and intensely personal. More significantly, Cincinnati is not your average metropolis. With one of the most passionate, loyal, and committed fan bases in North America, there is an increasing concentration of football fervor there. Stadiums are frequently packed with supporters of the local Major League Football team, FC Cincinnati, which fosters an exciting atmosphere. Clark is utilizing an already existing gold mine to establish a football culture in this area rather than beginning from scratch. What this implies for Caitlin's legacy moving forward is that a women's professional club is about to take off in a city that is exploding with excitement. Her status as a beloved hometown hero and an athlete will be cemented by her strategic invasion of the Midwestern sports scene, producing something timeless and deeply connected to her life narrative. It requires exploiting her enormous local following to generate a fresh wave of sports excitement while displaying a keen grasp of consumer behavior and personal branding. The passionate, occasionally heated competition between Caitlin Clark and Angel Rhee has had the sports world completely enthralled for the better part of the past year. Their on-court altercations have generated unprecedented amounts of social media buzz, attention, and conversation. But now, that fierce rivalry is about to expand into a whole new and perhaps even more fascinating field: sports and corporate ownership. Angel Rhee made her own calculated power move a few weeks prior to Clark's bombshell announcement by investing in a portion of the DC Spirit, a professional women's football team based in Washington, D.C. Suddenly, there is more to the competition than just titles, rebounds, and points. It's about who can become the more dominant sports entrepreneur and build a bigger off-court business. In the NWSL, Clark and Rhee are currently fiercely yet covertly competing as owners. This event adds an unprecedented level of excitement to their already well-known dynamic, in addition to their current acrimonious disputes in the WNBA. Their rivalry is changing from a straightforward athletic contest to a contest of business acumen and strategic vision. Just consider the headlines if their teams ever faced off or if their various ownership groups directly competed for sponsorship or market share. This is not merely a new chapter. This latest installment in the Clark vs. Rhee storyline shows how their battle for dominance is shifting from athletic excellence to the cutthroat realm of corporate power. And it appears that it will be intriguing to see grow. It should be noted, though, that Cincinnati's purchase of a NWSL team does not in any way ensure success. Despite having celebrity power and billions of dollars, Caitlin Clark and her influential pals have entered a combat zone. Although the NWSL is expanding, it's a difficult battle to get a coveted new franchise. A fierce corporate battle where only the most resourceful and determined will prevail. Cincinnati's goals are not the only ones. It is up against a formidable coalition of rival cities in a fierce competition. Big cities like Cleveland, which is just a few hours north, are making aggressive approaches, usually backed by their own wealthy and influential ownership groups eager to capitalize on the rising popularity of women's sports. Denver's growing population and thriving sports culture make it a compelling case. Another city that is making a big impact in the ring is Philadelphia, a sizable market with a lengthy sporting heritage. Realizing the huge cultural impact and value that a NWSL franchise would provide. These communities are all in dire need of a team and are willing to pay whatever it takes to get one. The NWSL growth process consequently turns into a fiercely competitive commercial arena, a strategic chess match involving billions of dollars and national pride. Even though other cities have their own advantages, Caitlin Clark's engagement is Cincinnati's greatest asset and the unrivaled Clark impact. Her massive social media following, her unequaled capacity to generate media